It's Bourbon Night. Hello, I'm Chad.
I'm Sarah.
Welcome to the LBS Advent Calendar 2018, Day 20. And it is...
Woodford Double Oaked.
Woodford Reserve Double Oaked. So nice, they oaked it twice.
I like that. That's cute.
There you go.
You should put that on the bottle.
There you go, they should. It's been a while since we've had this.
It has been a while since we've had this. We've done an uncorking of this in the past, and when we opened it, we had a lot to say about, there's a ton of flavor in there. You know, we got like some smoke, but a lot of the wood and the char. It almost came as this like savory barbecue. We talked about making it into a barbecue sauce. It was like smoky chocolate spices and something that you would have with like a good seasoned, hearty like pulled pork with some brown sugar barbecue
Stop
sauce.
it, you're making my mouth water.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's delicious.
Hope you weren't hungry.
So, it's 90.4, just like the regular Woodford.
Yes.
But, twice as much.
Twice as oaky.
Yeah, man, wow.
It is a lot, and you know, we've been trying a lot of younger and more peated whiskeys lately.
Yeah.
And I never thought about it before until I'm trying it right now. I know it doesn't taste that way, but it noses a little bit that way.
Well,
do you think?
My first thought when I nosed it was it smells young, which I know that isn't the case.
Right.
And I know obviously it's not peated.
Right.
We did have a peated whiskey the other night.
But that's what it's triggering in my head.
Yeah, those memories.
Which is weird because I didn't feel that the first time we had it, but we weren't trying that many of them.
Right.
So.
Yeah.
Side note, not a fan, but it's interesting that that's coming up now. You know,
yeah. Not
something that we said in our uncorking.
I mean, it's a very rich smell.
It is. Yeah.
A little bit on the syrup side when you try to
syrupy,
put
little butterscotch candy.
Oh yeah, for sure, butterscotch. And it just smells like it's gonna be sweet
dark
and just like all over your tongue.
Yeah.
So let's see.
Yeah, coated like the syrup that you said. That's pretty accurate.
So it doesn't have that mouthfeel that you kind of think you're gonna get from the smell.
No.
It doesn't do that. It just kind of washes over. And then kind of goes to the sides of
I'm
your
actually
mouth.
pretty impressed because for something that is only 90.4 proof, I think that extra oaking time, you know, that double...
The oaking time.
The oaking time. That extra aging time.
It's about that time. It's about oaking time. It's about oaking time. Gather around now, kids. It's oaking time. Come on. Tell you the story of old Grandpa Oker.
Is that what it is? Okay. Yeah. But you know what I mean. That extra time in a new barrel, I think, really brought a lot of mature flavors to it.
Yeah.
Like I get cocoa, and I got
a coffee note.
I get some coffee, I get some cocoa, but also I get, like we said, like a brown sugar barbecue. It's got savory pepper, and what else is in barbecue sauce? I don't know. Sugar, pepper.
Depends on the region.
Sauce. Yeah, it does depend on the region. Don't even start arguing about barbecue in the comments.
No. Actually, to refine that, I get more of a coffee liqueur note. It's like I want to pour this on ice cream or something.
That would be interesting.
That'd be pretty good.
So I bake with different bourbons, and I'm wondering how this would be in a caramel sauce, so like a bourbon bread pudding caramel sauce.
And I drink while she's baking. I'm wondering the same thing.
You are? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Might have to try that. I mean, it's more expensive to put into a dessert, but
it's dark.
It can change it. It is dark, and I think that would go really well with that like caramely sauce over. I make it with cinnamon rolls instead of bread, or some kind of marinade. Like people put whiskey in marinades for meats. I think this would be good.
Again, an expensive marinade, but
sure,
it's got the flavors that you're just not.
Bookers in their marinade.
Yeah, and then they blow the door off the oven.
That's true.
Ergo, the oven buster batch. Look into that story.
Yeah, you can't do that.
You shouldn't.
Don't put Bookers.
Probably shouldn't cook with Bookers.
No.
Yeah, dark chocolate, dark cocoa.
Dark.
Just dark in general. Just coffee liqueur. Dark boozy Werther's Original.
That's well said.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has the texture, and like when you just like have a Werther's, it kind of like makes your mouth water, but like from the back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And I get that same sensation. I don't know where else your mouth waters from. I just assume that it happens from somewhere.
From your nose.
Gross.
But I'm getting less of that savory barbecue type feeling that we were when we first uncorked it.
I agree. I still think it would pair nicely with that, but I am getting less of it. It's still there, but there's also a different bottle, different run.
Yeah, absolutely.
Who knows?
Yeah.
I like revisiting things. It's
Yeah,
nice
absolutely.
to see how our tastes
and
have
you-
changed over the past however many.
Yeah.
How long has it been? It's been a while.
It's been a while, and you need to. You need to.
Never know.
And you should go back and you should revisit things.
Yeah.
And,
It opens up and changes. You hopefully open up and change a little bit. And his heart grew 3 sizes.
yes. And so did his glass.
No, jeez.
Oh.
I wish.
Yeah. So yeah, it's interesting. I would more find a friend who has a bottle and have a taste of theirs before you go out and spend the money on it, because I feel like it's one of those things that you're either really going to buy into it or you're just going to be completely put off by it.
I agree.
Because it's such a contrast from regular Woodford that you can't just be like, well, I like Woodford, ergo,
I'll like this.
I'll like, double Woodford.
No, it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't work that way.
I do think it's a good conversation piece to have between like you and your friends who do enjoy bourbon, because I think that everyone's going to pick out a different flavor
Yeah.
and not necessarily agree on what they like and dislike about it. So
Exactly.
sip and discuss.
Yeah.
Start a bourbon club. Seriously, it's like book club, but you
It
review
is.
bourbons instead of books.
I like it.
Me too. All right, cool.
All
What's
right.
tomorrow, Chad?
Well, tomorrow, Sarah, is 1792 Full Proof.
Oh, yay!
Yeah, which is one of
Stepping
our
it
faves.
up.
Stepping
Proof
it up.
for this weekend.
Yeah, 125 proof. Bam.
Boom.
Like it. Good way to kick off the weekend on that Friday. So
Just glide right into Christmas.
just glide on in. All right. Okay, well, that will do it for us. If you're new to the channel, welcome. Glad to have you. You can hit that subscribe button if you like. You can give us one of these. You can leave a comment or question down below. We'd really appreciate it. Also want to tell you about our new home for our merch. T-shirts like these and other bourbon and whiskey apparel can be found at whiskeyambitions.com. Also glassware and more. We're adding to it all the time just for your bourbon and whiskey lifestyle needs.
Yep, you should check us out on Patreon. It's patreon.com/itsbourbonite. You can see the feed that we have going with content that we do there. Some of it's private for patrons only, but for as little as $1 a month, you can unlock that and check it out. We do some podcasts. We started doing some new things there, so go check that out. And you can, it's getting pretty close to being to the end of your shopping time, but if you are just going to pray that you can get this before Christmas, go to our Amazon influencer page. It's amazon.com/shop/itsbourbonite and order a bourbon or whiskey gift. And lastly, you can follow us on all the social media channels at It's Bourbonite.
What she said.
I can't promise that Amazon package is going to get there in time.
Yeah, that's...
At this point, it's your fault.
It's on you.
If you've been watching the Advent calendar, I've reminded you literally every day since the beginning of December.
It's on you.
That's all you.
All right, cool. Well, thanks, Sarah.
Thanks, Chad.
Okay, we'll see you guys tomorrow. Until then, drink more bourbon.
Well, that ain't right. It looks like a Nintendo. If a Nintendo had guns. Oh, and here's this again. As long as this is out to play.
There's something about Sarah.